Am I live? Do I have vocal? Am I live? Yes, I do. Okay. It's quite a big delay there. Okay. Of course, I finished my just before I start the stream. Why wouldn't I? Fuck's sake. Well, I'm back. I've not changed the stream name because I didn't really do a full stream earlier anyway. I just had a bit of a headache, so rather than force it, I went off and refreshed myself. Boneyard. Okay, up that way. Boy. Yeah, I got the Megalatragus mount the other day. It's one of the mounts available on the Millstone event. Means I only need another 80 tops and then I'm done with the event, which is pretty nice. There's a nice hairstyle you can get from it and some Alan Megan hairstyle, which is quite expensive on the market board. No, I'm going this way. I see a black mage. That's actually from a... No, still the 11th thing, never mind. I keep forgetting how like far on I actually am, you know what I mean? Schweel. Please help. Sister Urson went out all on her own, hasn't come back. She always reached me right here, about Thal and the Order on the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing, she went looking for it. But if the monster's outside hurt her, please find her. Okay. Break face. Take names. Got you. Hold on. Freaking carbuncle keeps disappearing. Yeah, there it is. That thing, you fuck. Oh, we get double the mobs there. Got you. Okay. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. Seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke to the child? Yes. Well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It's a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I'll see it safely back to him. Boing. Okay, done that way. Can I teleport there? I can. Lazy bones time. What do you mean? What do you mean you're not streaming well? Are you misbehaving? Twitch. Grumble, 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 grumble. Good thing I always have a drink handy. I'm a bit parched. Sister Urson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in doing so, no less. Certainly not dastardly deeds. Thancred would have. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. In comparison. No. I'll take the bronze, thanks. Level 20. That means I've got a ring. Wonderful. I'm well glad I reserved an in-room for Sister Urson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she's expected to make a full recovery. But now, onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word he'll be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. Better you've able to uncover some evidence regarding his disappearance. Eat fucking dick. Can I get out here, or is this just a warehouse? It's just a warehouse, isn't it? Ah. Oopsie. Oh, I'm so glad I'm doing this for the sake of gathering footage for editing. Just, I might leave that in just because it was funny, actually. Oh, if I'd half a brain, it'd be dangerous. Is that an actual pugilist, or is that NPC pugilist? It's NPC pugilist. Screw it. Thancred. Good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about the Sister Urson. As some bards said, her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. False to the bar, perhaps my suspicions are not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Urson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. Tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, to say I'd much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Dermot. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Okie dokie. Right. Just having a look around. You right with that, lads? Nice. Get fucked. Right, that is queef leaflet. Alright, now you're just being obtuse and getting in my way. Boing. I thought he was looking at me there. I'm like, nothing to see here, Sonny Jim. Hello there. Hello. Hi, Weavy. You feeling any better, man? Well, did anything tickle your fancy? A queef leaflet. See the wealth of Nal to the hands of your children. There's be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. Lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? These bits about Nalthal seem somewhat less than studied, but I find it hard to believe that one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Dragone. Let's see what Sister Urson makes of it. Kinda is better than not at all, man. So I'm glad to hear it. You'll be happy to know my first workout wasn't quite as severe as it was when you put me through the ringer with a chest day, but I still can't put my arms together like the Constantine thing. The titties are too tight. So I'm saying, like, my long-term goals just now are get endurance up. Are you down? You're down, okay. I'm going to keep the weights low, and the sets no more than like 3-4, just to get the muscle endurance back before I start going back to the heavier weights, because like curling a 16 used to be easy for me, and then like I picked it up and like, oh god, I'm too tired. And that's just that, I'm getting tired before anything else, so it'll be good, we'll get there. My saviour comes again. To what do I owe the honour of this day? A queef leaflet, look at it, it's a bit smelly. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This is not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Thanquid. The plot thickens. Damn it, our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Sure thing, Wankred. That way. Window Kane, hello. Beef, hello. I love how I just seen your pet. I was like, ah, that's so cool. And actually, you there. Aye, vey. I am not a smart man. Posting as a priest to think. That is, these troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thanks again, Dermot. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. Pish and pish, so give me my silver. Identify the false prophet. I'm afraid I've not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Dermot and me serve like we... Let Dermot and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succour. I dare to hope that this will yield an answer we seek. It'll be a dangerous undertaking. You two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. My guy just sounds like, huh? You realise I'm carrying a book, right? What am I going to do? Hit them with a spine? I mean, yes, but not the point. Not the point. Shh, let it happen. I'm next to useless mortal, but I can supply garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, as long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. So, very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Dermot. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want to don old garments to Isambard. I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approaches. Okie dokie then. Shit, I was trying to where the shit do who? Where? There. There? There. There. Hello there. Greetings, good sir. Aught I might assist you with? I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our birds are very expensive. May I should rejoin your fellows at the pond north of Sandgate. Bonk. Schweinhelt. Preaching teachings of Azema, the warden, has now come to partake the honey of her wisdom. Azema is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to its light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Hang up there for her, okay. Pretty. I like your flower, it's very nice. That's nice flower. And you are another refugee by the looks of you. Mortal flames have neither worked nor coin for you. Begone, and see you don't make a nuisance for yourself. I will shit in your hand. I was just about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. I got here so I can finish my story. Slash fart. Dang it. Shame that. You let out a massive bubbly ripper. Right into the face of the rude arsehole. Boing. I missed the cough. You there? What is it? God, it's lagging. Like, Bing Bear doesn't like to pester him, so you're like, why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Point. No, thank you. Dr. Schmexy. Only in Final Fantasy. You've quite a knack for being a nuisance there, but the camps are buzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place. Another idea for spiriting away hapless souls. Let's go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer his aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. I don't want to. I don't get enough stats in that. It's not nice. I like to punch things with my book. And I just flooded my face, of course I did. Excuse me. So, I'm level 29 and my current MSQ is like level, what is it? It was 17 last I looked. Now it's 19, so... How's it gonna fucking take a while, innit? Oh well. Find out if I'm catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. You poor unfortunate souls, this is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am priest of the order of Nalthal and have come to offer you succor. Succor these dick. Anyway, this leaflet bears teaching of Nald. Trust to them, they will surely set you free from the shackles of... penury? That's just a funny word, is what that is. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of the atrocious performance, you would have made a god's awful mummer ungust. How'd you bastards trick to me? Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I am a man of the Golden Bazaar. Raised there, if not born. Some months ago, Amal-Jah raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder, and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them. Few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. Wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. So I did the only thing a merchant could, approached Amal-Jah in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in vulnerable and gave them over to the Amal-Jah. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home's a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought some aid for the mortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling the full story. What made you sell your own people? Speak! There. Money was good. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Let's get some rum scent. My beard's a bit dry, so I'm trying to plant oil while I'm going through this reedy business. Hotcha! Well, something fell and it is now gone forever. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. Sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes, not see a fraction of what the Almoja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for this mess, for the mess the world's in, blame yourselves or the gods. Nope. Ah, not you again. Yes, me. Were you the one leaking the immortal flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Dear mate, be a good man and take the word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? Pray return to the Viking Sands. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Yeah, just a tiny bit more of the beard balms. It's the good stuff and it smells really pretty. Tasty beard. Oops, sorry. Best stuff I've found. Now my fingers are a bit slidey, but okay. So do these work? Yeah, they do. God, I wish I could get more of those. Boing. Boing. Oh boy, my glasses sure are dirty. Hey, Tabo. Boing. Yes, I would like to enter the solar. Let me just clean that smudge off my glasses so I can see what the fuck's going on. 3 feet from my face. Aha! Now everything is blurry. 2 minutes. Oh, the day I can see 3 feet in front of my eyes without use of glasses will be a fucking godsend. I'm pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see, you've done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted men were taken. None but the Almoja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with the information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful solution to a primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take the field suitably prepared, we would have you meet the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mutamix Bubblypots. He is a scholar of no small that word. Mutamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment in the Eorzea. The knowledge of his method is once closely guarded secret. Thanks to Mutamix and his students, it's now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mutamix, but use it to demonstrate his craft for you. Mutamix is ever to be found in his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke. We will become clear. Go to bubbly pots. I don't need to spin up. It is really weird doing this by foot. I'm too used to going immediately into the sky and flying straight there. Swine bros! Hey, you. A plunder come to 10th ring of Weetabix bubbly pots. Have it. Fighty Tool drinks an airy self. It's gonna be a nightmare to read out loud, isn't it? When full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Shiny Stone, name of materia. If material join with other Fighty Tool, then Big Eyes Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Get mixes reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Tongue flaps, reach ears, and Weetabix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Tool to Weetabix, yes? Fighty Tool is unstrong as Eating Tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. Now, Eyes of Uplander point to Fighty Tool, yes? Materia joined with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn! Here, Uplander, take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents of a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you, must have sufficient spirit bond. That being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with the owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you brew the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutafix turned that dagger of yours from something that would have struggled to cut steak into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. Uplander best fill braincase with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants braincase to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutavix. Pardon. Oh, do I need to be a crafter to meld my own materia? I forgot about that. That genuinely slipped my mind. Holy shit. Okay. As long as I can, extract materia, I suppose that's fine. Yeah. Spiritual energy. Give me my thing. Boing. Nice. Okay. What are you? How to meld materials. Okay, yeah, so I need to be. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Fuck it. I'm lazy. Because I've had crafters and that for so long since I really got back into the game, so actually from the start of this expansion, so that whole time it's just sort of slipped my mind that I needed those to be able to do the materia jazz, you know? Point. Oh. Randomly unlock Hally Tally, I guess. Boing. Hey, Taibo. I'm half tempted to queue for a random dungeon. I did queue earlier, but I came out of it just out of patience, really. Just to see if I can squeak out that last level to 30 so I can finish off my arc and start my summoner. Welcome back, dammit. Trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. Have a kind of... What a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skill needed to manipulate the substances are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realise such efforts are worthwhile. I am sure you're aware the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Material may well give you the edge you need, so make it your ally. Now it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak to me with when you are ready to begin. Okay, let me just tie my beard up because it's getting in my way. Diggity 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 dig. Diggity dig, diggity dig, dig dig dig, dig dig dig. There we go. Boing. Where's right from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation? Appears able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He reveals that he is due to meet with the Amal Jah to discuss their dealings. The Mortal Flames believe the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amal Jah responsible for the abductions, so they mean to have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amal Jah are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have been requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Dermot. Thancred is presently attending another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able to. Till such a time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you, save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, and confidence I share. When you've made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Crystal Flame Sergeant leading the mission. Walk in the light of the crystal. We promise it's not a cult. Well, it's kind of a cult, but we... I don't need that's not that expensive. Ugh. If I can eke out an hour and a half stream, that'll be good, because it means I can, you know, have my usual 3-hour slot, as it were. I'm aware where I'm wanting to go is right there. I'm just going to go down to this sand gate down here and unlock Hally Tally. Yeah, totally, I agree completely. Barely know what the hell. Yeah, let me just unlock this first then and I'll give you an invite. You got your Marauder unlocked yet? Seek no further, Hally Tally. Blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Eating a bum for dinner. Invite to party. Let's see, leveling. Girl. Boy. Yeah, regardless of what we're getting, it'll be some good experience. 12-minute queue means I get some questing out of the way while I'm at it. What level of the MSQ are you at the now then? I said I've well out leveled mine, but like I've been this level for maybe like 6 levels of MSQ. In here? Yeah, there we go. Ah, shit. So you're Dermot of the Scions. My thanks are coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. I'm to be brief in our mission. Our objective is to capture the Moja. Prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. Lizardmen aren't aware of their man. The Lizardmen aren't aware that their man, Ungust, has been exposed. When they come here to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, so request the aid of the Scions. Rendezvous will take place in the Invisible City. Please make your way and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amal Jazz plot of the mission, if the mission succeeds. Let's make sure it does. Ah, okay. Where the fuck's the Invisible City? Ah, that way. 46 MSQ, 50 Dragoon. Lovely. Is it weird? I'm kinda looking forward to like the end game Realm Reborn stuff. Because that's like storyline and stuff I never got. Because originally I got the story skip. Because I basically got to Camp Dragonbone or whatever it is in the Ishgard area. And I just gave up at that point. Then I came back with the story skip. I will be doing the raids as we unlock them as well, yeah. The raids don't bother me as much though. I enjoy the raids. I love the raids. Dragonhead, that's it. Yeah. Seriously, there's genuinely only one raid I'm not looking forward to unlocking again. Ooh, go away, imp. Don't want anything to do with you. And that is the one that's got Ice Mat in it. That one can take a fuck to itself. This night's fine though. Oh. Okay. I guess I'm just going to punch some of these bastards while we're undungeoning. Yeah. It's not Robbie Nasty itself, it's the lighthouse. The Robbie Rabbit lighthouse. What one's Tally Tally again? Is that the annoying kind of underground one where you have to pull the switches but you always miss a switch? Wait, how did you walk through that, you bastard? Oh, hold on. Much better. Yep. Well, hopefully I've got time to run for a pee quickly because I can feel it coming on. So I'm going to... slash I can. I'll be back as swiftly as I can. with a bladder empty. Did it pop? No, it didn't. Good. Hey, there's a rotten corpse next to me. I don't think I appreciate that. Imagine that just being sitting there punching the tits out of me. So, just doing the safe side, I'll punch the tits out of that. I do roughly remember Gordon once saying when the summoner changes once came in, that somebody he knew couldn't tell the difference between playing the Arcanist and the summoner. Because they accidentally didn't put their jobstone on or something like that. I'm like, no, I definitely know the difference. No matter what, your strongest move is fucking Fester. If he did not notice the difference, he is being stupid. I can say that with proper experience now. What is this bit for? The hell's even the point in this? How dare it? Or just blow it up? Scandalous imp. Oh. I say one thing, being the Arcanist is what makes Carbuncle useful. You know what I mean? Because everything I'm doing, all my big moves, is Carbuncle doing them. Then you become a summoner, it's like, nah, it's the big nasty beastie that I swap Carbuncle out for. Ah. I wasn't almost trapped. Don't know what you're talking about. Oh, come on, game. Just pop. I know it's the Archdraken Knight, but still, what? With what? What am I in combat with? Hello? Enemy? Oh, it's you, right, okay, great. I thought I'd pult something there, I was like, what the fuck? Taco, taco. Mole meat. Boing. Is it after this part of the story that I'm able to get my mount? Because I've unlocked retainers earlier on. I never actually went and hired one yet, but I done it. MSQ level currently 19. 20. Oh, is it 30? Oh, what? Ah, yeah, cool. I'll remember that. I'll remember that. That's good to know. Man, it is so weird to have a character that sits and doesn't just squat on things. Forget how odd the cat people really are in this game, you know? Hello. I'll see you. There he goes. Is this technically your third or your fourth alt? Fourth. Yeah, I thought so. I should say a lot about the staying power of it. Okay, that guy just did not have a good time. Wow, okay. It was me thinking I was going to be hitting him. Yeah, as soon as I got to Waking Sands, went to the woman in the lock dying, and whatever, glamour. Boing, boing. Apparently this coat that I'm wearing can't be dyed. Well, it can, it's just not highlighted. These can be. Dice? They give me like 3 dice, but I don't know. Bone white. And the yellows. Sorry, I guess. Tremendous lack of arse on the Bunny Boys, though. Come on, Natalie Tally. I don't even want to do you, but at the same time I do. Got that gear, though. I do love the Dragoon stuff. Dragoon's just such a cool class. This is why averages and statistics don't actually mean a damn thing. Oh god, when I get to 50 I need to do the Gregamesh stuff. Good old Hildeband and Gregamesh. Oh. Hey, there we go. Like, I'm the same. Like, here's my solo bit right there. Tank left at last minute there? Jeez, oh. What have we got? We got Dark Knight and a Scholar. Ice, alright, ice, okay. I forgot it wasn't Halle Tally we were waiting on, and it was actually just a duty roulette. My bad. It's fine. This is my experience anyway. It's fine. This is equivalent experience for you. For the, at least the completion bonus anyway, you know. I can do Halle Tally another day. When I queue specifically for it. Oh boy. Man, I sure hope you've got some kind of AoE, because I sure as shit don't. Blammo. Ay, ay, ay. Sweet. greeding on everything as if I can actually use. I suppose I can hunt in for ventures eventually. That's what I'll do. Maybe I'll keep it for ventures. I'll keep greeding. Boing. Boing. Boom! Wait a minute, did Banjo say he was streaming tonight? I think he did. To see how he got on. I've not spoke to him since the other day. You know, other than usual sending daft shit backwards and forwards to each other on Twitter. Me talking shite. Killed some zombies. Found out a guy was blackmailing someone. I'm on the run up to Ifrit basically. But right now I'm doing a dungeon wait. Yeah, Spara there. Or Volden Vex as he is here. A treasure chest. So basically not a fucking lot. Oh yeah, I've already seen this, I don't need to actually watch this. Second time today I've done Halitown. what was in it. I commend it. A Dark Knight because I'm a sucker for a Dark Knight. Ooh. I'm winning it. Good to know. Fire Emblem Shadow Dungeon. Oh, nice one, bro. Nice one. Right, cheers for the run, Bife. I'm going to quickly leave the group and do this. Sensual little bit of story. Yes. Is the bait in place? Our man's in position, sir. Good, we make a move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Stop yelling. It's supposed to be an ambush, you numbnuts. I love these dudes, they're so fucking cool looking. Whoa. What's the meaning of this? Something's amiss. Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha. Afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame clutches for moons before finally being caught. Do you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding me the information from the inside. Every moment, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Hey, hey, hey. Now, as much as I'd love to chat, well, I have appointments to keep. All yours. I'm gonna set your butthole on fire with a little dog. Cat thing. Carbuncle. I don't know, let me deal with the ads first, I'm guessing that's... Did you just taunt me? I'm trying to kill that one, you fuck. Do you know what they should really do for these sequences as well? Well, maybe no this early on in the game actually. For these solo sequences, they should allow you a limit break. So that no matter what your class is, you can see your level 3. Nah, the PvP one would be really cool. That'd be really fucking cool, actually. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Oh no, it's sleepy snoozy time. Bring him! The rest of you, march! Traitorous scum! Hello. Feel them all jam me to give this to their god as an offering. If I must die, let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. Moon of embers. Hey, beef. Enjoy the effort synced. I've done that in a long time. You know, being that I can kill him on Savage in 5 seconds. You want to join me for it? I'm doing it synced, not unsynced. I mean, like... Alright, it's just dirt. I was about to say, like, there's plenty of dry rock. You don't have to sit specifically in the puddle, but I guess that's just dirty rock. Rejoice, heathens, for your worthless lives, so shouldn't have meaning. I really don't understand why I can't just fuck them up, like, here and now. Because, like, I have my weapon. It's there. I use magic paper. Oh, there's Dr. Schmexy again. Let's see what's trending on Twitter. Battelle, Jaden, the Super Mario Brothers, and Selbit. I know what one of those things are. Hey, Super Mario Bros. Movie has surpassed 1 billion worldwide. Huh? The dude that made HoloLive liked the Mario movie. That's interesting, I guess. Ladybeard dressed up as Bowsette. That's fun. Look, there's only so many ways I can fucking pass time while I'm in these queues, right? Let's see, what is a Jaden? I don't know what a Jaden is. Oh, Jaden Animations. I know who that is. I like Jaden. Jaden's fine. Disney must be shitting themselves. We can only hope something knocks them to the fucking peg. How do you build up something like Marvel and then shit it so hard? See that Lalafell there? You're dead now. He is thoroughly up my arse. Sure, I guess. Means I can go out and punch stuff. Oh well. I reckon if they're going to do anything more Mario movie wise, it would probably have to be Yoshi's Island, but I would love it to be Luigi's Mansion. Bollocks. There is also the thoughts of, they really did set up for a really good Donkey Kong Country. Just to introduce the crocodile people, unfortunately named as they are. What are you? Yes. What? Okay, that just takes me back. Alrighty then. I was wondering what the fuck was happening there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'm getting very tired. I need to have something proteiny before I go to bed, though. My aching muscles. Oh. No. Not even that bad, I'm just a bit stiff. Boing. Oh, the joys of an MMO. Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun, Dargo? Don't you want to come back? Miss out on all this hot queuing action? You too could be sat for several minutes in a queue at a time. At least the queues in this game are fucking nothing. That's why I get so impatient when I go on Warcraft nowadays. Like, this is a long queue to me in this game. Versus Warcraft, a half an hour queue is my average. And it's usually longer than that, depending on the time of day you play. Post Office Simulator! Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Nail in the head. Right, we need to ship one D different tract. Beef, if that's you must do it all the way past Leviathan now then, aye? Yeah, you'll be working on your castrums and what have you. Fancy. Oh, is that we were still in the queue? Right, okay. No. I'm waiting you fixing your car situation, bro. That's if you're even still wanting to come along, I suppose. Why am I talking to him? He's away fixing his car. That's not here. That's outside. He doesn't park his car in his fucking loft. I'd be fucking impressed if he did, actually. Look, while he's away, I'll get a try through. If he's back by the time I get back, fantastic. But I need to be in this queue, fam. Oh, he'd already. Rightio. Once more into the butthole of embers. Ah, fuck, I just done sinking, man. It's only effort. I've got the bits that I need to see, which is the bit as it's summoned, looking at squad in the face as you deck it, and then the bit that happens after it dies. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't meet one or more of the requirements. You just try and put us into Savage. $105 songs left. Fucking hell, man. I bet you cannot wait to be done with that. Lord of the Inferno, hearken unto our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Effort, we bring before your ignorant savages who know not of your godhood. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with a cleansing flame, and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! Bring those two as well. This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. Souls of unbelievers are forfeit. Spare me, I beg of you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand before us shall burn. Hee hee. Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as a vessel to the blessings of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon ye. The truth in thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art the goddess's blessed number. The paragons warn thine abhorrent guard. Their existence is not to be suffered. Sorry, he had a bit of a gubble in his throat. Bonk. Oh, he's a spicy boy. 401k HP and nae bother beef. Nae bother at all. Oh, that's satisfying. Crystals. Lick it. Lick it. That an auto attack? Nice. Would have been fun to see how much health you had with all your cooldowns up. Because you were at 401k without it because of the epic echo. Hear, feel, think, suck. Wait, what? Pray forgive my lateness. Oh yeah, I forgot, it's not going to automatically kick me, is it? I was delayed by a congregation of Malja zealots. I swear, it seemed more evangelical than the last. Grrr. Persistent lot. Schwinkt. Sir, you seem to have a knife in your nose. See, the Bloodsworn wasted no time in extracting the captives. No less than expecting the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism by fire. Let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone. Shall we? Sprint. Sprint with more fastness. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings were nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely on. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. Wasted enough time here. Matter is, that meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read. But I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find that I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that's a consideration for another time. You've been given a task, that is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, I'll suck your dick, and I'll spare him the trouble of punishing you. Shut up, Livia, and your weird lips. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. She'll need to be on my best behaviour. Dun, 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 dun. Hello. We have the dancing of Ihet Ohana. Oh my god, are you joking? 481k. Oh, I do love the epic echo so much. 481,000 health. Oh, what are you outside? That's fucking lunacy. Oh, I can't see. Boo. Ah, there you are. Come rest awhile. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's magnanimous defeat, the Amal-Jah will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. 98k. Wow, that gives you nearly 400k health. Where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologising. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use. To you or the abductees. They may be the whole body. Same can't be said for the minds. For once, a man is tempered. Ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is indeed no ordinary individual, Dermot. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax, and return to the Waking Sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. No, they certainly fucking don't. $120k. That to me is still nuts. The fact that you go that high though. Is this pre-return? Yeah, it's Waking Sands. Of course it's Waking Sands. Chunk. Bye, Beefy. Time we at anyway. An hour and a half, so that'll make it a 3-hour stream total for the day. That's not too bad, I suppose. I'll go on until past this. If I can get to joining the Grand Company, at least that way next time I can look forward to getting my chocolate boo. Hi, Teddy Boo. I'm going to need to try and learn how to colour my chocobo the kind of reddish colour. Call it raspberry. The triumphant hero returns. Thanker still does know his Bonner's arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join him once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Is that going to be any good? Maybe. I will look. My late arrival nearly cost Dermot his life. I wasn't there when Amal-Jah took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but it doesn't excuse the fact he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I am failing you all. What's done is done. You can ill blame yourself for every pee-pee time. Good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. Just finished regaling Minfilia of your heroic exploits. Thanker just told me everything. You've done well to return to us. Perils you're faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes I have no cause to fear. And can now put paid to our long investigation. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. Put paid? What the fuck does put paid mean? As we suspected, Amal-Jah undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. Dare say you've been curious how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. And the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now ether exists throughout the creation. It flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of ether, crystals. And this is the reason that incidents involving crystals can be traced back to primals. which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when a world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which the primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the primal physical form. Once born, a primal grants strength to its followers' worship. Gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence, as their adherents freely give. In order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as effort took your comrades in its thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the echo are immune to primal influence, as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you the echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. Recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share a concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief that you are safe. The Water Flames assured me they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. It's just you take full advantage of the respite, dear mid. I'm sure it won't last long. Once the people learn to identify the hero who felled Ifrit, then you have nary a moment to yourself. Whether she intended to or no, when Philly neglected to tell you something I think would be best if you heard from one of us. Concerns attempted abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report, they are all to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if we had another recourse. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence links strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. So we Scions continue our fight, so that no more incidents need be sacrificed. Innocents need be sacrificed. Hope you will continue to stand with us, David. My god, my dyslexia is fucking me up more than usual. I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the loss of his people. Bye bye. Gods are going, how many more lives? Lois Wab would never have allowed this to happen. I have to know better, I have to be stronger. Are they better than I'm using? 3 int, 3 mind. 2 int, 2 mind. No! Till not long ago, you were one of many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and your courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Therefore, you have travelled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward. Confirming to Yustola and the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. It's Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have a guest, or rather, you have a guest. Hello, beg pardons.
Radiant as always. I'm given to understand the Signs of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into the mists. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa to offer said hero a place of honour within our ranks. As you can see, Dermot, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organisation would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. This end, all three have sent officers to court you. Alright, you're going to give us some time in between each. Zip! They would ordinarily not go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of the high regard for you. I found myself wondering how word of Dermot's deeds spread so quickly that the mortal flame should know of his triumph to be expected, but one of the other grand companies. Eep! God damn it, Taibu. Your reputation precedes you, Master Dinah. It is no ordinary man who could face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of Twin Adder has need of violent men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend. Together, let us ensure a peace that ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Dinah. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let's secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. As do many others in Limsa. Long before the rest of yours took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your valorous deeds on behalf of our citizens. It's only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to the shores of glory. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, we have a brief summary of the situation would help clarify your thoughts. As you know, Grand Companies are all-encompassing organisations empowered to call upon martial, economic and technological resources of the respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently three such organisations: the Maelstrom, the Order of the Twin Adder, and the Immortal Flames. Serving a Grand Company means serving a nation to which it belongs. You'll be charged with defence, tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you'll be furnished with various awards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavours. If you're agonising over which Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you're entitled to do so, and yet I concede it is no small choice you face. Thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, part of the proceedings, I'm given to understand the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Yes. You're fine, Sir Justin. You're as wise as you are beautiful. Just chill out. Chill out. She's no interested, alright? Let our leader speak and then decision. Catch you, McBye-bye. There is not an X over there, sirs. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the disciplines of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless, with the promise of reward as enticing in itself, if it's not the only benefit. It is not the only benefit. You're possessed of great power, and if you're capable of doing untold good, yet that great power won't attract attention. You'd know that great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it friendly. There'll be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will there one man amongst many. A friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organisation need not mean leaving another. Hope we can continue to rely on your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in the days ahead. Grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Dermot. You have the power to help shape it. None of us can say what the morrow will bring. As long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it's time you make ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She'll apprise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. I'm guessing they're going to be at the cities, right? Yeah? Yeah. Actually, I said that sarcastically, but you know, I actually couldn't tell you. They might not be. Whoopsie doodles. About Titty-bo. Sorry about the attention you're getting. Might have sung your praise a little too loudly, and often, after a few too many people. Next time, I'm sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, Twin Ardor, will hold the first of 3 services. Elder Seedseer will deliver the address at Mikoto's Amphitheatre. We'll mention that at this point, due to government organisational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible the order of the services might change. Still, not much we can do about that. So make Gridania your first port of call. Next, I'll see you to Ulda. Mortal Flame, Rauban Aldain will be addressing the masses by the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumoured there is to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merla Bluffswin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, and he will admit you. Off you go. Yeah. Yup. I ain't paying 500 gold if I can get it for free. That's crazy talk. Burr. 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 This one. 800. Miketo. Nope. Hi, beef. Point. Why can't I jump this fence? Look, seriously, I'm jumping way higher than a fence. Why is it an invisible wall? That annoys me. Ay.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Then you best tread carefully.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood, fearful of the Green Wrath. They hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysin. An elegant symbol. Do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive.
Oh yeah, you must be having such a bad time in this lush forest full of elementals and wildlife and plants.
Driven to desperation,
Dickheads.
some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads
Ixal.
without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
I remember once in school when we had the 2-minute silence. I farted really loud and that was the whole thing done.
Remember, pray tell.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let
Certainly
them
not
be
honouring
known
your speech
not
skills.
only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard.
No.
And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity.
I really just don't like the name, the term or the word progeny. It's like, It's somehow a more vulgar way of saying wains. I don't know.
We must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the forest.
All the elementals!
Man, the dude with the bowl cut freaks me out every time I see him.
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no.
I don't. Excuse me while I walk away.
And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with the Toby stripes. The Exil are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. Hi, Sam! Yep. The Celts, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof. A change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. Gridanians have no love of war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Although they clash with the Exile ever more regularly, you may be assured they do so in self-defence. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long before it is broken. The Twelvewood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Exile continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later will come all-out war, and when it does, Order of the Twin Ardor will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them? I remember why I thought those two were going to be bad guys now. Next, we'll go and visit Yelda. I hear the horrible sticky feet of one of those little bastards. Dodgy little fishmen. Turtle power.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanima herself!
And Roban as well.
It'd be funny if you just like kicked his leg full force and punted her.
Souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
I do think that was much more rather Bahamut than that, but I like your enthusiasm.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled.
This is gonna sound really weird, but like, why did he shave his armpits?
Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save?
Bears in a thong. Yep, that's him. The bear in a thong.
You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand.
Well, he's a rogue Aiden. That's kind of their whole shtick. Big people.
Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Uldar!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Rauban?
She's like a bird.
People of Uldar, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
Let's not ignore all the people starving and miserable outside.
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn!
There's the plot twist we all didn't see coming.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
It's almost like you're following me, you creepy little dipshit. You know, I'm giving all these characters, like, a bad run for it, and making fun of everything they're saying. Like, at the point of the game that I'm in, I actually really like all of these characters. I also just like making fun of them for, like, this is all I would know by this point. And by this point, when I done it the first time, certainly, I swore to fuck these two were going to turn out to be bad guys. And now at the point of the game, I actually love them. Rauban especially. Hell, Nanimos get really good scenes later on as well. The Ildans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal fruit. Judging by your look of the... Oh my god. My brain read cock there. Judging by your cock of distaste, I take you have encountered them. The Ildans do not shy away from confrontation. If what threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they have to deal with Ifrit So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ilda has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless. And even assuming they had the coin, resources will never be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then the Immortal Flames are able to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your expertise would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. Oh! Hi Beef, having a clean. It's gonna sound really daft, right? But I really like those boots. Them some good boots. See, I think this is why oh, you still acting like a Tonbury. Oh, sorry, I stood on a bit you were sweeping. Yeah, that was my bad. Wait, hold on, it's just that way, isn't it? But yeah, I think that's why I naturally drifted towards the... Like, everybody told me to go the Maelstrom anyway for PvP purposes, even though I wasn't interested in that. I naturally drifted towards them because their rant was less self-righteous. These guys always seemed a bit more self-aware, like, aye, we're pirates, but we're somewhat in control, alright? Yes.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Ow. Oh, that hurt.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Someday when I get that guy some water.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Gallian Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom, much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Okay, this is one time you will shut up, Alfred. Like, just shush. Shh. Shh.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishbuck
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Gallian Empire. Even now the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both. And see this ship safe. We must mend the rift the calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the 7 hells, Admiral!
See, that's why I've always preferred the Maelstrom, just like, from a storyline. They know full well what they're
Fancy
about.
meeting you again.
Stop saying that, Alfredo. You're following me. Wee bastard. The Admiral mentioned in her address Limsa Lominsa is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth, and take the primal Titan for their god. Bow down, Overdweller. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Limson's backyard. And that's to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there's no end to blood feuds between various factions. And while they fought amongst themselves, the Garleans with their blades and watch. If the Laminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threats dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson ere long. Let the cable... Yes, shut up. No, just shut up. Take a page out of Alice's book and shut your mouth every now and again. Has been Philly. Be correct. The remembrance is done? Yeah, okay. A moment ago you say, what a quinky dink. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted that we are to have them in the Waking Sands. It should not keep them in suspense any longer. In short, get back here. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Do you know, they're not saying that as much as I thought they would. That way. No. I take it. I am very dry. I need to thirst my quench and eat something proteiny. So that's probably the last wee bit I do. Hello. Welcome back, Dimmock. Grand leaders worth a each nation has problems. Yes, I know. Tired. Rest a while. No, just let me go on, mate. Shove it up, bastards.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
See, this is why I thought they were bad guys.
Are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Hello. It was the Admiral's speech. We need not explain. I just stand before me sons are enough. Resolved to join the Maelstrom. Yes. That's the spirit. With allies like you, how much stronger ours is our... Do it. Join. Go. Accept. Upper decks. Yep, I know. I've been there once or twice, don't you fucking worry. Herp. Burp. Burp. I'm gonna register that as my free destination now. I don't know why I didn't do it before, because the amount of times I've teleported back here for my fucking class quests. Oh, I gotta get... Next time, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my job unlocked. I'll get my mount unlocked first, and then I'll do the last of my Arcanist stuff and get the start of Summoner, so I get my job crystal. Somebody doing the Mandeville. Boing, 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 boing. I'm fucking up your work. La 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 la. Sorry, that was rude. What business have you at Maelstrom Command? I believe you were expecting me. I'm here to enlist if you will have me. Well met and welcome to the Maelstrom. I'll need a name to roll so... Wait a minute, you're him, aren't you? Dermot Dana. Aye. You're just as our recruitment officer described. Glad to have you aboard, friend. Now, before we accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir. Doop. What is it? This had better be important. Received report from a lookout in Lower Lanocosius. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind skyship airways. The vessel is in a bad way. Appears to be banking an emergency landing in the Cheddarwood. Damn it, we have no troops available in that area. Bulk of our infantry is bogged down in the coast skirmishing with the fishbacks. Dinah, this is highly regular, but for your first duty in service to the Maelstrom, it needs to be unofficial. Okie dokie. For a man in Lower Lanocosius, the airship will come down in territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are any survivors, we must reach them before the Garleans do. Make haste to there and locate the airship. If any of its occupants are alive, make sure they've come to no further harm. We'll see about swearing you in upon your return. Cool. I will do that next time. Yeah. I think that'll do me for now. I'm gonna go feed my fat face. Hydrate my very cracked lips. Just for watching, guys. Dargo, you fancying to try and get some of those Code Vein medals checked off then? Just give me like 20 minutes to get my jazz sorted. Night, be fair. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later anyway. Bye! Stop streaming.